We are here live for Game 5 of this NBA Simulation Finals, and right now the series is all tied up. Each team split on their home court so far, and we'll see what the result is as they head back to Milwaukee for Game 5. Big game. How do the Lakers recover here coming to Milwaukee after their bad collapse in the second half of Game 4?
Well, we've seen both teams struggle at home and show that they can win on the road. Um, and for the Lakers, obviously having that um, victory in Milwaukee in Game 2, they should feel like they can win here. They have before. Obviously, we saw Giannis Antetokounmpo just going on an absolute manhunt in that second half of Game 2, um, proving why he's the MVP of these playoffs so far and of the league. And the Lakers are going to have to figure out a way to slow him down a little bit. We've seen Anthony Davis kind of struggle guarding him. We saw LeBron James play very well in game uh, 4, but now it's a big one. It's a series of 3 now, and the Bucks obviously have the home court for that.
And we saw the Lakers play very good defense on Giannis Antetokounmpo in games 2 and 3, but games 1 and 4, he's really dominated them and led the Bucks to a victory. So it's been Giannis leading them to a victory, and as long as he gets one or two teammates to help him out, and that was Bledsoe and I believe Lopez and Hill both had good games in Game 4, and Lopez is going to start off with a miss. He did hit his first three of the series to start the second half in Game 4, and that kind of got the Bucks going. But here he's going to start with another miss in this series. And big game, would you say Anthony Davis right now in the past few games, his issues have been effort-wise, or is something else going on with Anthony Davis?
Well, I feel like his effort's been there as Giannis drives and throws down a dunk. It's really just been his play. Why he hasn't been as aggressive, it seems, going to the rim. And he's been taking tough jumpers, and he just played better all year long. And LeBron misses there, and the Lakers as a whole blown a couple leads now. As Bledsoe pull up three, no good. Giannis off the rebound, can't finish.
And rare miss there by Giannis on offensive glass. And LeBron, let's see if that's a two. His foot was barely on the line there. This drives on Anthony Davis and scores again, though. And looks like he's hot early out of the gate.
And a good sign for the Bucks at home if Giannis playing this way.
We'll see if the Lakers make any adjustments soon. Oh, and Lopez is going to foul JaVale McGee on a loose ball foul. 14 seconds on a shot clock now. They're going to go to a similar play with McGee in the corner. LeBron with the ball, 5 seconds left. He might have to take the three. No, it's going to go to Anthony Davis. Middleton in his face. He can't score. And Milwaukee's played some good defense so far. It's just you'd like to see him up by more. Middleton waiting for Giannis off the screen. Here comes a pick and roll between Lopez and Giannis. Oh, it's stolen by LeBron, and this should be an easy dunk. Yep, one hand
Oh,
tomahawk.
LeBron.
Here comes Giannis, though. He scores right through both Anthony Davis and McGee, and he has all 6 points for Milwaukee. So big game. This might be looking like a game where we need to see someone else step up for the Bucks at some point in this game, especially when the benches come in. And who do you think will be the X factor in this game for the Bucks besides Giannis?
Well, we've seen you can't forget about Bledsoe. Bledsoe has shown up so far in this series as well for the Bucks off the bench. Now we've seen DiVincenzo have a couple good games, and we've seen Robin Lopez step up and have a good game. But I think DiVincenzo will have to be the key. We've seen how good George Hill can be, and I don't think that there is anything else you can ask out of George Hill to keep the Bucks bench intact. So I think you'll need to see DiVincenzo step up.
And now LeBron, after that last shot, hit two very deep twos. Would have liked to have been the 3-point line. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Giannis might to take a fade away. Yep, he will again. He hits it this time. And what a battle between LeBron and Giannis right now. Giannis has all 8 points, and I believe LeBron has all 6 points for the Lakers.
And
Big,
I believe we saw this similar to game three, was it, when we saw I believe it was Anthony Davis and LeBron at that time, or Eric Bledsoe scoring the majority of the points for them in the
yeah,
first quarter.
yeah, I believe that was the game. Giannis really struggled in the first half, and then Eric Bledsoe came out to play and was going 1v1, like you said, with Anthony Davis, basically, and kept them in it, but just it was a bit too late for the Bucks. Oh, and George Hill gets a turnover here. And now, after the only two players to score in this game being the two stars, and Giannis and LeBron, we'll see what these benches can do. And last time Kyle Kuzma was in Milwaukee, big game, he put on a show with 17 points, but the Bucks have slowed him down in game 3 and 4 in LA.
Yeah, we saw a different Kyle Kuzma at the start of the series with how well he played. He played better than he did all year long.
Kyneton misses the two after Rondo hits a three, and now they're going back on offense for the Lakers. And right now, Rondo's actually been shooting very well in the past two games. Big game. He's been making some surprising threes as well in that.
Yeah, and Rondo, we haven't seen Rondo shoot the ball very well for the past couple of years, but so far in this series, I thought he's played very good offensively for the Lakers.
And DiVincenzo misses the layup there, but he gets offensive board, and they're going to get another 14 seconds. But George Hill, his second turnover now, and this is a rare struggling game off the bench for George Hill. And now Dwight Howard's going to go to the line. When Howard goes 1 out of 2. Very low scoring game for each of these teams. 10-8 right now with 1 second differential between shot and game clock. And 13 seconds left. Oh, and Hill almost turns it over again. He is ice cold right now. Now he's got to take the deep three. Can hit, and that's going to do it in the first quarter. Really, only the stars showing up so far in this one. Lakers lead 10-8 after one. We are back here for the NBA Finals simulation of Game 5. Lakers lead by 2 right now. It's been kind of a combination of poor offense besides LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo and pretty good defense. Big game, what can each of these teams do to try and get other players involved in the offenses?
Well, for the Bucks, I think you can see them set up 3-point shots for players like George Hill, Chris Middleton, to get them some open three looks or even open jumpers. And for the Lakers, I mean, we've seen them go a lot iso ball, but we've also seen with the big men a lot of lobs. I think you try and get, Howard or Davis involved, you throw them a couple of lobs.
And DiVincenzo misses yet another layup, and this Bucks bench has been struggling, just taking some tough shots and turning the ball over so far. Yet the Lakers only have a 4-point lead. And this is how Kyle Kuzma dominated in game 2. It's starting to happen here as he's hit a fadeaway 2 and now a lefty hook in the post. Oh, Marvin Williams going to go to the line as he gets fouled by Dwight Howard. And we're going to see some subs come in, and the Bucks are going to go with that small ball lineup. And I believe the Lakers as well are going to have Anthony Davis at center, so not too small ball, but they're going to have LeBron James and Kyle Kuzma both in right now, so a pretty big lineup at the forward position. And that mismatch Kyle Korver has is going to be pretty hard for him to handle.
Yeah, Kyle Korver, obviously not known as a great defender.
And big game, if you look at that stat right there, Milwaukee was 4-12 on shooting. We know most of those are all from Giannis right now. Besides now, Marvin Williams has the other 4 points for the Bucks, and 2 of those were free throws. So it took almost 8 minutes for another Milwaukee Buck to score, or about 7 minutes after those free throws. Not the
Yeah,
best start
and
yet.
not
You're only down by
no,
4.
and not a good sign. But like you said, only down 4, and in pretty good shape, considering the fact that they've uh, they've both struggled offensively, which has just helped them.
And yet another miss by DiVincenzo. It's been a lot of, oh, and now a turnover by the Lakers. And that's just what it's been, like you said. Missed opportunities on the offensive end. And we're going to see Middleton and Bledsoe sub back in here, but the Bucks will remain going small. Bledsoe for 3, he hits. And it's just so surprising right now that the Bucks are only down by 1 with how they've played.
And Bledsoe continuing to make 3-point shots, something he's struggled with. He's never been a great playoff player, but so far in this finals series, he's put in work and done a great job.
And big game, do you think we didn't really see him do that well in the regular season on shooting? What do you think has allowed him in this playoffs to just shoot so well? Is it just confidence, or has he been working secretly on it this much?
Well, I think yeah, his confidence has grown ever since he made that first one here in the playoffs, and obviously I thought he's played very well down this in the Eastern Conference Finals, and obviously in the stretch here in this finals. So his confidence has done nothing but grown, and they needed him to pull up and be that. As Korver missed a three, but Giannis offensive board blocked by Davis.
It's just been a very defensive ridden game so far. LeBron, I think that's another deep 2. It is. Big game. I don't know. For someone who's played in them as many years as he has, LeBron has shot 3 very deep threes, and now he gets posterized by Giannis. And I mean, he's shot 3 very deep 2s in the corner. What's stopping him from just taking that step back? I know you want to be in rhythm, but those are costly missed opportunities.
Yeah, I don't know, and LeBron has always been kind of known as one of those deep jumper kind of guys ever since he first came into the league. But in the finals, he's usually been pretty good with seeing where that line is and making sure his feet are behind it.
And the Bucks are going to call timeout. First one of the game for them. Bucks are down by 3, and very low scoring between these two teams due to the defense and offensive struggles. And looks like the teams might be bringing in their centers now, and yep, they will. No, Anthony Davis is still going to be the center out there, but Kuzma's subbed out for Morris. Bledsoe, lots of space with Bradley tight on him, though. He's going to try and get around. Fade away. Can't hit, but Ersan Ilyasova rebound and scores. Going to the pick and roll between Davis and LeBron. Davis in the paint, he scores. And he's hit his last 2 shots now. Bledsoe getting in the paint again. Lots of defense on him, though. Good defense by Bradley on those past 2 possessions. And Bledsoe, you see there, 1 for 5. Big game. It's surprising as he led guards last year in field goal percentage in the paint, yet you might be saying maybe he should be taking more jumpers right now with how hot he's been.
Yeah, very surprising. Like we said before, he's struggled for a very long time shooting outside shots, but so far here in this late playoffs, he's played absolutely phenomenal.
And the Lakers take a 3-point lead now with that big LeBron James dunk, and now Bledsoe breaks through the paint. He finally makes one. He's 2 of 6 in the game. 16 seconds left for the Lakers to try and get a shot up. We'll see how fast they go. Oh, and LeBron's going to drive right through. Doesn't waste any time. And now the Bucks have a chance to answer once again, but down by 3. Bledsoe gives it to Middleton. Oh, he's not going to take the deep 3. Looks like it's going to be Bledsoe. Tries to go for the bank, can't hit. 26-23 is the score at halftime. And we'll be back soon with our halftime show. And that first half had a very slow start in the first quarter, but it was highlighted by Giannis Antetokounmpo and LeBron James. And those are the two big scores right now. Giannis with 10.6 rebounds, LeBron James 14 points right now. But you look at the field goal percentage, big game. Bucks shooting 38%. You're down 3 right now. And look at those Lakers steals and block numbers. But look at the rebound numbers for the Bucks. That's really been the difference. Anything else, big game?
Well, we saw this in one of the games before when Milwaukee didn't shoot as well as the Lakers, but they were able to come out on top and win. So if I'm the Lakers, I'm a little bit concerned. You're falling into deja vu all over again. Giannis with a quick 10, and now see LeBron carrying again with 14 at half of the Lakers.
And we are back for this very pivotal Game 5 with the series tied up at 2. The Lakers lead Game 5 right now, 26-23, and that's been led by LeBron James. 14 out of the 26 points are from him. But big game, that field goal percentage kind of questionable right now. Lakers 52%, the Bucks 38%, as you said at the halftime show. Lakers led by 20% the field goal percentage in Game 4, and you look what happened there. How do they make sure that doesn't happen tonight?
Well, we saw LeBron James also a very quiet for a couple of fourth quarters so far in the series as Davis offensive rebound was blocked by McGee. Now McGee gets in, McGee finishes over Giannis. You're going to need to see LeBron James continue to score throughout this game, not just be a first half player and only score in the first half or late in games when the game is already out of reach. And obviously, Anthony Davis also has to be a factor. Really, the Lakers superstars have to step up and make sure that they do not blow another chance at taking a lead in this series.
Now the issue with the Bucks as well, a turnover there. They have had a lot of turnovers, and it's been a struggle to score besides Giannis. So if they allow this game to get out of hand, it's going to be a reminder of game 2 or 3 possibly if they're not careful with their field goal percentage. And the solution they had was shooting free throws, so we'll see if they can do that here. Giannis scores. He's up to 12 points now. Avery Bradley going to the paint. Bledsoe can't get there, but Brook Lopez is going to foul Anthony Davis off the offensive rebound. That's his second foul, and Anthony Davis will go to the line. Makes both, and they get their lead back up to 7. And big game, George Hill is subbed in early for Bledsoe here. What do you think about this move?
Well, Budenholzer possibly knowing that Bledsoe's been their second option, taking him out early to be an option for the bench. And after we saw George Hill struggle in that first half, maybe trying to get George Hill some open shots as he's blocked there by Howard.
And questionable play there by Brook Lopez. He had a wide open lane against Caldwell Pope. Easy mismatch for him, yet he misses that opportunity. And now Giannis throws it down over Howard. Back to a 5-point game. We should be seeing some subs at the next whistle for both teams. LeBron James has been hot from the mid-range. We'll see if he's got another fadeaway, but it's blocked this time by Giannis. And Middleton jumps up for it. He's going to get the ball. Coming in the fast break. Passes to Giannis. Another dunk. And he is on fire. Big game. We saw them leave Giannis in the entire third quarter in game 4. And then he played about 4 or 5 minutes in that fourth quarter. Are we going to see something similar tonight?
I think we will. We saw it benefit the Bucks in Game 4, and you'd think that Budenholzer will ride that out again.
And he is just driving into the paint again. Surprising he's not taking the shot yet. He does, and he makes it. He just is hitting everything right now to start the half. And that would be 10 straight points from Milwaukee right now in the paint. Here comes LeBron, blocked again. Bucks have a chance to take the lead after being down 7 at one point in this game, and Giannis is going to go to the line. Probably a good play there by Anthony Davis with how hot Giannis has been. And this game is tied. And now the Bucks have the lead, and as we look at the subs, Rajon Rondo, Kuzma, Howard, Morris, and Caldwell Pope's line for the Lakers, and then Robin Lopez, Pat Connaughton, Giannis, Dante DiVincenzo, and Hill will be the lineup for the Bucks. And big game with that early substitution of Bledsoe. Are we going to see Bledsoe probably play the whole fourth quarter and just be saved for then?
Yeah, I would assume that Bledsoe probably won't be out there till the start of the fourth, and he'll be that first option off the bench for him.
And this is going to be a very key point of the game for the Bucks. They're going to need to do what they did in Game 4 and get about a 4 to 8 point lead by the end of this quarter. Otherwise, having Giannis in this long might have been a waste. Oh, and DiVincenzo steals the ball, and that actually went against Milwaukee there, as that could have been an easy fast break finish, but now it turns into a 24-second violation. Lopez with the ball in the post. He goes for the hook, can't finish. And Dwight Howard's done a great job guarding him most of the series on that hook shot. Poe pulling onto the ball again. 3 seconds left. He's going to have to shoot another deep three, and he can't make it. Last possession for the Lakers, he almost had to take one, but he got stolen before he could. So not a good 2 possessions by Lakers. And now look at this mismatch. Giannis has Rondo on him, takes a fadeaway. Not a good decision there. Oh, but now he gets a steal. Easy layup. Wow, what a turn of events. And big game, LeBron James, like you said, having a really good half, but he's now shooting 8 for 16 in this game compared to Giannis's 10 for 15 in the game. And we saw before he subbed out, he got blocked 2 or 3 times. Yet he's made all of his mid-ranges tonight. How surprised are you by this, that he's done better outside than he has in the paint?
Oh yeah, it reminds me a lot of that game we saw early or in Milwaukee this year when Giannis had his career high in threes. You know, he shot the ball extremely well against the Lakers, and for some reason he's been able to shoot the ball extremely well against the Lakers um, in this series, or not from the series, during the season and just against the Lakers this year overall. And he's continued to do it here in these finals. Is now Bledsoe open for a layup, and the Bucks now lead by 3.
And you look at the points in the paint, 28 points for the Bucks to the Lakers 16. And we've known the Lakers as a points in the paint team so far in the playoffs, yet they've really struggled to not rely on their three-pointers the past few games, and that's been a rare trait for them. DiVincenzo in the paint, he scores, and it's a 5-point lead for the Bucks, 39-34, but Lakers should have a longer possession to end the quarter. Rondo into Kuzma. Gets in the paint. He can't score. 5 seconds left. We'll see who it goes to. Kyneton to DiVincenzo. Mid-range. He hits it. A nice 4-point run to end the quarter by Dante DiVincenzo. 41-34 is your score going in the fourth quarter, and Milwaukee's trying to take a 3-2 lead in the series if they can hold on. And as we start fourth quarter of Game 5 of the NBA Simulation Finals, our State Farm assist of the game, George Hill over to Giannis, and he throws down that two-hand jam right past Dwight Howard, and he's had a very hot night once again here in Game 5. And big game, we did see Bledsoe there come in for about 40 seconds of that fourth quarter, and it looks like he's going to be the main option, as you predicted, to start the quarter.
Well, him and DiVincenzo now. We've seen DiVincenzo make the last couple of buckets for the Bucks in that third quarter. He's still out there as a possible threat to score too. And the Lakers kind of switched things up as that group they had in there late in the third quarter did not play well at all, offensively or defensively. Could not get anything going and allowed way too many buckets.
And not the best start there as they almost get the ball stolen, but Lakers hang on to it. Let's see if they can change their momentum. And big game with this group in here. What do you think the offensive play is for the Lakers?
Well, we've seen as they allow Rondo to shoot the three. I feared they were trying to get the ball to Kuzma down low, maybe get a mismatch with Korver on him or something. They could also look to free up Danny Green for a shot here. It's a very interesting group. We've seen them score before on this lineup for the Bucks, but I don't know when they're in a real need of a basket if they can rely on him. As Bledsoe drives in again and can't finish.
Eric Bledsoe, 3 for 10 in this game. He's gone to the paint, but they've really done a good job of either blocking the shot or having two people there to make sure he doesn't score. And Kuzma misses a mid-range with the mismatch with Korver on him. We'll see if DiVincenzo can turn things around. Bledsoe, 2. He hits, though. He's 1 for 3 in the quarter. 9-point lead for the Bucks. And you look at this third quarter once again, big game. The Lakers win both the first and second quarter as they did in Game 4. They won the first quarter, then tied the second. Yet somehow they find themselves in this rough second half patch that they just haven't been able to avoid in Games 4 and 5 now.
Well, in back-to-back games, yeah, as you said, they've had the lead. They've won quarters, but coming out of halftime, and now in back-to-back games, they have just really struggled. They have not come out with a lot of energy, taken poor shots, have not run good offense, and most importantly, their defense has just gone non-existent. I mean, the Bucks, we saw how easy it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo to score in the second half of Game 4. Now tonight, you're seeing the Bucks team as a whole really just be aggressive and drive in the lanes, and the Lakers have had no answer to stop it.
And there it is again, like you said. Giannis now gets it up to an 11-point lead with under 4 minutes here. And big game, is that, how does Frank Vogel address that? As he's got to be someone motivating them coming out of the half. They have the lead. Are they getting too conservative going into the fourth quarter and third quarters at times, or is there something else going on with the Lakers?
Well, I'm not sure if it's being too conservative or just needing to maybe split up LeBron James and Anthony Davis for a little bit longer and long. One of them to stay in and being the vocal point of the offense. Now it's just been very strange just how quick that they go quiet as Danny Green fires up a three and drills it off a LeBron pass.
And, the Lakers haven't had to experience that many times because of how good the bench has played, and no one expected that out of the Lakers bench, but they've showed up every time. And Brook Lopez misses another three as he's missed both threes in this game. And now we've reached the 3-minute marker. LeBron James looking for it in the posts. He passes it to mid-range for Davis. He hits, and now the Lakers have hit their past two shots. We'll see if they're starting to get hot. Milwaukee has to be careful. Oh, and it's turned
Oh, and
over
a
by the
turnover.
Bucks.
Giannis turns it over, hands it right to Davis. The Lakers now. Oh, it's JaVale McGee throws it down up ahead of the pack and a one-hand pass from LeBron, and it's down to a 4-point lead now for the Bucks. And the Lakers all of a sudden have come alive.
We'll see if they can get a shot for Giannis right now to slow down this Lakers run. Oh, they pass it to Wesley Matthews, wide open, three. It's good. 7-point lead for the Milwaukee Bucks. And what an answer by them, as the Lakers are starting to get hot right now. 2 minutes left in this game. Oh no, here comes LeBron, and Brook Lopez is not there in time. 5-point game. This crowd is getting very loud in Milwaukee, as they know they need a bucket here to stop this Lakers run. Giannis loses the ball, but he gets through. Can't finish. Here comes Bradley. Blocked. It looked like no, it got through, and the Bucks will get the rebound though off the Bradley miss. And it looks like Giannis and Wesley Matthews have mismatches. We'll see if they can expose those. Oh no, it's going to go Lopez now, and he gets fouled. Not the worst move by Bradley to stop the clock, though. And he misses the first, and these struggles by Brook Lopez in the finals big game. What's been going on?
I don't know. He has not had his shooter's stroke, his shooter's touch all playoff long, all series long. Misses a first free throw there, a big free throw too. Um, and the Bucks continue to really struggle from the free throw line in this series. They've struggled a couple of games. Obviously, a couple of games they played balls, but McGee's going to the line after being fouled. Free throws, very clutch and very big in finals or in the playoffs.
And we'll see who the Lakers can go to. Under 40 seconds left. They go to LeBron. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Anthony Davis looked wide open on the double team. 5 seconds. Bradley has to shoot. Oh, and he gets the rebound. Misses another layup. Wow. And they're going to foul right now. And Bledsoe makes the first, but misses the second. 6-point lead for the Bucks. 21.2 seconds left with a few timeouts left for the Lakers, as they do use one here. And big game, are we going to need to see a three right away out of Lakers, or maybe get something quick in the paint?
I'd go for something quick. Still 21 seconds left. We've seen the Bucks now go 1 of 2 on their last couple of free throw attempts. So they're missing free throws. Giannis obviously not known as a fantastic free throw shooter. So I mean, there's people to follow in the Bucks if you can get it in their hands, if you can make a quick shot.
And we see LeBron James here take a mid-range, not the best shot. And it has been an interesting second half for the Lakers. But Giannis misses the first free throw once again for the Bucks, as you said. And he misses another. The door's been open for the Lakers to make a comeback, but they just can't. And 14.6 seconds left here. Danny Green for three. No good. And we're going to see another foul, and this could get it to a 7 or 8-point lead for Milwaukee. And both teams have called it after that as the benches stroll in. We'll see if the Lakers get up another shot. Kuzma deep three. Can hit, and that's going to do it. The Milwaukee Bucks 1 game away from winning the NBA Finals as they win this one 52-44. And we'll have our post-game show right away for you. And we look at the Bucks side first. Big game. Giannis had a really great second half, actually scoring more points than he did all this game in game four. Yet it seemed like he just had another great game tonight, scoring 24 points, keeping the game close in the first half when they weren't having that great of a game once again. And they come out on top again. And anything else
Yeah,
on.
big game for Giannis yet again. He has really come out. I mean, the games that he's really struggled in, he hasn't had much help in anyway. But Eric Bledsoe showing up as the second key, as you talked about before the series started, for them to win this series and be successful. And he has done that so far. As the Bucks take a 3-2 lead now in this series. And DiVincenzo off the bench played solid, had 5 rebounds. And you don't see much of Middleton out there. I mean, Middleton hit the first couple of shots in Game 4. Didn't play great tonight again. Um, but obviously the Bucks are in the driver's seat now, needing one more win to win the NBA Finals.
And we'll take a look at the Lakers side. And only one man in double figures. And you can't expect to win a game like that. Just it's really pathetic how Anthony Davis has played the past two games, and you don't expect that out of someone who some claim as a top five player at times, and he just hasn't showed up in games 4 and 5. And it's just really disappointing. But LeBron James, he's having pretty good games. He was hitting his mid ranges early and doing what he could to keep them in the game. But is there anything else on the Lakers side, big game?
I mean, JaVale McGee and Davis, they're two starting big men, both combined. They combined for almost the same amount of points, same amount of rebounds. I mean, you can't really have that happen when, as you said, Davis, a potential top 5 player in this league. And LeBron really didn't have any other help other than that tonight. Avery Bradley struggled from field over 7. We've seen Caldwell Pope play great. He had no points. We saw Kyle Kuzma not play great. And we've seen now there's the back-to-back games where LeBron has really had a pretty good offensive game, but not a lot of help. And he's going to need help if the Lakers want to come back and try to win this series or even tie this series as we head back to LA for Game 6.
And we'll take one last look at the team comparison. We'll do the same thing as we did in game 4. Look at this first half. The Bucks down 14% in that field goal percentage, 52 to 38. Yet took 3 more shots. They were winning the rebound game by 5, and the Lakers were dominating on defense. Yet we shift over to the second half, and big game. They shot lower than they did in game 4 as for the Lakers. They shot 25% in game 4 and now 24% in the second half. What is going on with this Lakers squad in the second half?
It's been a disappearing act.
And the Bucks shoot 61% in this game. They shot over 60% in the second half in uh, game 4. So the Bucks are just, I think their goal right now for Coach Mike Budenholzer and the team, keep the game close in the first half, and you're a second half team right now. As they win game 5 to take a 3-2 series lead, 52 to 44 at home, and they have a chance to win the NBA Finals in game 6 in LA. We'll see if they can do it or if the Lakers can extend it to a game 7. Thanks for joining us, and keep date up with this schedule. Thank you.